I'm at the start of the Dandenong Creek trail, so I'm in Carrum, just at the mouth of where the ocean meets the river here. I actually wasn't supposed to come here. I was on the East Link Trail and I took a wrong turn, and now I'm on the Dandenong Creek trail, so I just kept going. So I actually didn't bring probably enough supplies of what I should have. I've got 2 boiled eggs and some water. It's a really long way, and now I'm here. I'm really tired, and anyway, I'll get home somehow. I'm going to take you past some of the things, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There is sometimes you're just going past, the back of industrial areas and people's houses, and there are some nice parts, there are some not so nice parts, but it's a nice trail. There's not many spots where you can stop and just go to the toilet or anything like that, so keep that in mind. But it's a nice day, so let's just go and enjoy what we can. I'd probably suggest maybe coming down at the trailhead here and just starting from here and maybe having a car at the end of the other trail, unless you're really keen to stretch your legs. And as you can see, this bike that I'm on, you don't need to spend much money, you don't need fancy stuff. I bought this bike like over 10 years ago and it cost me like $50 second hand. I've got a spare tube in there, I've got a water bottle, and I've got my backpack on. Like, there's nothing fancy going on here. So you don't need fancy stuff. Just get out there. Probably something else you need to know is that there's probably most of the track is sealed, but some of it's just gravel, is what you can see here. Alright, let's turn around and head back. It's not long before the start of the trail that you'll come to this picnic area. So today I brought with me, I had no idea, I didn't do any research on this track. I brought with me a little picnic rug and stuff, so I wanted to sit somewhere. But if you're coming from the other way and you want an area to have lunch at or whatever, then this is a nice spot here, and you can walk out to these little jetties and things like that. And there's just a little bit further up where I'm about to go now, there is some toilets here as well. I'm gonna stop in here, some toilets and stuff, and sit by the river and have a snack. I talked about showing you the good, the bad and the ugly, and just a nice bird and swans and nice wildlife over here on this side. I don't know what that is. Is it a poo farm or something? I don't know. Fertiliser? I don't know, but it smells really bad. Anyway. Again, this is a bit of the ugly, but I also wanted to point out that there's a lot of paths to go underneath the bridges and stuff. Even just a little bit of rain sometimes can flood them. But if you look back a little bit further, there's usually also a alternative trail that goes up and you can cross the road. So anytime you get to a sign that says it might be flooded, just remember it can get really deep. One time I had no idea. I just rode straight through it and the water came up past my knees, and I won't do that again. So yeah, just remember there's usually an alternative path near where those signs are. We're riding behind now the just come near where the Eastlink is. I recognise it because there's that fake hotel that you can see when you're on the Eastlink. Again, scenery's not amazing. You would look in the back of an industrial estate and stuff. There's some little lakes and stuff they put in there and bird life and blah blah blah. But one thing I can say when you're doing this trail, the signage is so bad. Just every now and then look at your GPS and just see where you are, so you don't end up in a completely different place like I've done a couple of times. Please look closely at the signs as you go past, because like some of them are just like in the bushes and stuff, and like there's a sign over there, it's half fallen down. Just make sure you stop and have a look. So this is the most of the wildlife you see when you're riding along this trail. Bin chickens. Right, bin chickens love this place. They love industrial estates. They love eating human waste and whatever else that is in here. It's bin chickens day out here every day on this trail. We're on the way into Dandenong. Just make sure getting through Dandenong, there's a few bridges you have to go over. So look up for these blue signs that you'll see. There's a couple of road crossings and stuff. And like I said, every now and then just check your GPS and see where you are. So we're going to cross back over this bridge now. Like, we're going to cross the road. There's not even a pedestrian crossing here. So just keep an eye on where you are. I mean, there's a sign here saying Dandenong Creek Trail, but you don't see the other Dandenong Creek Trail. Like, it's up in that tree there. Like, that's how you might miss this. So just keep an eye on where you are. Again, another bridge. Look out for these signs. So I'm going to go across this bridge over to the left. Watch out for those signs. A couple of railway crossings you have to go through. Nice parks to go through, barbecue areas. Like I said, always look out for these signs. So I've just come underneath this bridge in Doveton. It comes out here and there's no signs, okay? A sign to Doveton, and you can't see the Dandenong Creek sign until you look. See that little red spot there? That's the Dandenong Creek sign. So this is what I'm talking about. This is how easy you can get lost. So we've just gone back behind the Dandenong basketball stadium underneath this bridge. I'm getting closer to Gels Park now, and at some stages the Dandenong Creek Trail merges with the Eastlink Trail. So there are some nice parts along this part of the trail. There's a few wetlands and stuff. If you've got non-bikey friends and they want to meet you somewhere along the trail, tell them to meet you at Gels Park, take a picnic lunch or whatever. You come to this part of the track where you see a sign for the Eastlink service centres, and you can turn right here and it heads up to, if you're driving along Eastlink, you know what I mean, there's like a KFC and drinks, food, all that kind of stuff there. Some benches to eat and stuff like that, so if you haven't packed enough food you can turn down here. And you'll come back this way. Don't try and go any other way, you'll get lost, trust me. This track merges onto the Eastlink trail for quite some time, so you see here I'm literally riding right next to the Eastlink, and there is a couple of hill climbs and road crossings as well. So I've just kept to the right at the kept on the Dandenong Creek trail and come off the Eastlink trail, and as you can see I'm about to go under the Eastlink and head out towards Kilsyth. This part of the trail is a little bit nicer. Make sure you have a working bell when you're on this track because it can get quite busy. So back behind Bayswater here, and we need to cross over this bridge. You won't see the sign until you get to the other side. We've crossed under some underpasses, the Bayswater Road underpass. We're on a narrower track now and we're basically just riding next to the Bayswater Industrial Estate. Just come under the Colchester Road underpass, and it says here that the trail ends, and there's a sign to Dandenong Creek Trail, but on the map it actually shows that it keeps going down here for a bit further, so I'm just going to go down here and just double check. Alright, so this is how you get to the Kilsyth end of, or start of the Dandenong Creek Trail. So this is Chandler's Lane, and this road that you're looking at now is Liverpool Road. There's no way for parking if you go down Chandler's Lane, so, but I did notice just back there a little bit, there's like a little park and some cars parked there. So just come down this track from the park there, you'll see Chandler's Lane. You go down Chandler's Lane, it's a little bit of road for a while and then it turns into Dandenong Creek Trail. I recommend, now that I've done the full length of the trail both ways, if you are only going to do it one way, start from the Kilsyth end and get picked up down at the beach. At least you end up with a nice little reward when you get down to the beach, because this end, the Kilsyth end of the trail, is very unrewarding.